Yo, welcome YouTube, welcome. No intro, nothing. Let me run it back. Yeah, wagwan. Sorry about the wait. Trying to make things perfect because last night I had choppy videos. The night before I have some choppy videos. I've been working hard on trying to get it right for you guys, man. Like right now I'm testing the audio and everything. Make sure the audio good. And we have a very low latency. So when we talk now in a live person, you're not going you're going to take another 15 seconds to actually catch up. So I've been doing some tweaking, man. So it's on really low latency right now. So bear with me. Bear with me. Let's get into the video, man. I don't want to stay too long. I hope everybody blessed. You know what I mean? Don't forget to talk to the Father daily. Daily. Talk to God daily. Make sure you talk to God, peeps. You feel me? Share the live with your friends, your family, and you know what I mean? Just share the live and let's just try to have a good time. Not gonna be on here for long tonight, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna go as long as possible. Hopefully the videos kind of way more interesting tonight. We're gonna do some different type of videos tonight. Meaning we'll change the topic, the situation videos. Different situations. So let's go.
Understand what I mean when I
This thing keeps doing this. Hold on 1 second. We never have to stop the live the first time because it's the same thing happening.
And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke. It's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is. A lot of things going on with our military, with the woke and all this nonsense. They're not learning to fight and protect us from some very bad people. They want to go woke.
It's typical of Trump to sort of change the term.
Yo, what Trump said a while ago, Trump said soldier them now. That nigga say, yo, soldier them don't want to fight no more, they want to go walk.
In terms of the debate, as it suits him in the moment. He can do that. He can execute those kind of flip-flops within one speech, actually. DeSantis's of the world, all of these other traditional politicians are acting as if voters have some list of issues, and if your promises match their list of issues, then they're going to support you. That is not what Trump's support is about at all. It is about him and him personally. And woke means whatever he decides it means.
Sorry, my bad. I see other YouTubers do this, talk over the video. It's so easy to make these mistakes. My bad. I apologize to who was watching. Anyways, if the audio is perfect, just comment 1, the number 1. If the audio is perfect, please. We're going to try to get into it tonight, bro. Please like the video. Just click like and comment 1 if the audio is good, because I'm trying to fix the audio. I cannot hear what you're hearing exactly, but yeah.
That day, in that moment, and his followers are not particularly interested in any of the rest of it. And I think Ron DeSantis is going to discover that as he fails to close the gap, the 20 to 30 point gap between him and Donald Trump.
O que é ser woke? Esse termo entrou forte no debate político americano e no Brasil. Woke vem do verbo wake, ou despertar. No início, o termo se referia a estar atento a injustiças contra a população negra. Mas agora vai além. É definido como estar ciente ou bem informado política ou culturalmente. E ser woke é bom ou ruim? Depende de quem fala. Alguns se consideram woke com orgulho, como sinal de quem tem consciência social e combate normas opressoras. Outros usam o termo como um insulto. Na visão desse grupo, ser woke é se achar moralmente superior e querer impor aos demais ideias progressistas. Por exemplo, o uso de pronomes neutros ou a liberdade para que pessoas trans usem o banheiro que elas desejarem. O tema foi muito explorado.
Whether it is the economy, immigration, or for lack of a better term, wokeism, we have now let misinformation become the accepted information. It has washed over us. Elon Musk, he buys Twitter, and then he uses it almost exclusively to be a propaganda machine, and we've accepted it. We've accepted a narrative that despite an actually great economic recovery, the vibes don't feel good. So we want to reject it and get something else. And the person we are now betting on to change all of it is Donald Trump, a man who did two almost impossible things. He won the American presidency twice, and he drove a casino into the ground. What will the future hold now that America has just decided that we're going to F around and find out?
Everything we've ever been told is a lie, so here's the most truth you've ever heard in one video. The rapture already happened. Sex was a sin in the garden. Jesus Christ already returned. The law was the mark of the beast. Israel was the beast. Jerusalem was mystery Babylon. Christianity ended in 70 AD. Today's Christianity is fake. The man of sin and false prophet were Jewish zealot leaders in the first century. The two witnesses were the spirits of John and Daniel. The Euphrates dried up in the first century. We don't need rivers to dry today. We have jets. The 1,000-year reign only lasted for 42 months. There's no third temple in Scripture. The Bible was written to the people it was addressed to. It's not for us. Hell only lasted for 40 years. New Jerusalem is in heaven, not on earth. Jesus ended sin, not evil. Jesus ended the grave, not death. They fled Judea, not the whole world. There is no destruction of the entire planet. When we die, we'll be a ghost. We can go to heaven or the lake of fire. Gentiles never had the law. We should not have 2.4 billion Gentiles reading the law and the prophets and going back to everything that Jesus Christ fulfilled and rejecting Jesus. Today's Christianity got here through war, tyranny, and genocide. Jesus' kingdom was not of this world, yet the Christians own the kingdom of this world. That's why their presidents swear on the Bible. Jesus Christ finished his work and received a new name that nobody knows. He defeated Satan. We should worship God today and not Jesus. Give me a follow. I have videos explaining all these things.
My guy. Now what we not finna do is...
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
So, we've...
Alright, so, pause this for a second. Let me see if my hand grab some focus. Alright. For those of you who don't understand what the word woke means, woke is not the, I wouldn't say the correct term for it, right? You have people who woke, think them woke, you know what I mean? Me and the rest like me, we're enlightened ones, enlightened beings, bro. You know what I mean? We're light beings. So, people out there pretend so they're smart all of a sudden by Googling and watching certain videos and, oh, I'm woke too. That's not how it works, bro. The Almighty is the only person that can enlighten you. You know what I mean? So-called AKA woke. So, don't follow everybody you see I pretend on the internet to do what. They're just copying information. Enlightened people who don't copy information, we get downloads directly from the universe, bro. We don't need no book. Not one. And everything we say is correct. So, leave the woke people them over there. Let them stay woke. Over here, so. Indigo Star Children. Empaths. Rainbow Children. Ayokai Empaths. You know. We're enlightened.
Finally won. We have successfully excluded everyone from society who doesn't think like us. Society will finally be as inclusive as we've always wanted. Congrats to us. Well done, them there. We're in charge now. Well, now we gotta run things. What's first up on the list? It looks like we're completely out of money, but we need money to operate all the social services and infrastructure. How are we out of money? Well, now that everybody's on board with our sentiment that you shouldn't have to work because you're entitled to be taken care of by the government, no one's working. Yeah, so tell the government to start paying for things. We are the government now, and we have no money because no one's paying income taxes because we encouraged everyone to stop working. Huh, I never really thought that far ahead. Well, someone should have to give us money.
Watch to the end and see what I gotta say.
But I gotta tell y'all, did you know that your phone, your TV, your computer, your electronics, everything is having conversations with you? Not just these people. Let me put it to you like this. The word con means to convince somebody something. The word verse means to give it to them in a few words. And the word sation means to make them feel something. So if you put that all together, did you understand that everything in this world is trying to change your state of mind by convincing you to do something by what you hear or see or feel?
See, that's a sister right there. That's a sister right there. You know what I mean? And we know each other. And a lot of other empaths, Indigo Star children, you know what I mean? We know each other, and a lot of you guys who just coming into the truth, and you don't understand who you are yet, or you just starting to understand who you are, but you don't realize how to recognize your own brother. Let me explain this to you. Only 1 out of every 5 person are really humans here. You know, I'm gonna say some shit tonight. Hopefully, not YouTube. Don't try to strike me down. Only 1 out of every 5 people you see out there so I walk up and down is a human being. The rest, bro, majority of who you see out there, so the crowds of people and crowds, a lot of them are clowns, bro. They've been clowning you guys, bro. Just like how they clown your food. Why you think you're getting so? Why you think you get sick? Because you're not eating real food. America is not a country, it's a corporation. It's a business. This is why every other state have their own rules and regulations. You know what I mean? It's different states. They can take another country tomorrow and make it a part of the business, the corporation, and I get the name United States. So, learn something. Pay attention.
Y'all, there's a reason they got your phone screen, TVs, computers, and all your electronic into black mirrors, because they portal. You looking back in, and you transferring energy right back to your mind as you watch this stuff, y'all. And look up the stone obsidian. That's what most of these black mirrors is, obsidian. And I need y'all to go watch this video right here, y'all. Look this up right here, and they talk about how a spirit tricked the knight into not fulfilling his destiny. Y'all go watch that for me.
This is why understanding you don't exist and nothing is real makes you God. Time is not real. Let's break down the mental and physical aspects of it. Time, past, present, and future, they are all properties of consciousness. With the past being recollection, the future being anticipation, and now being the present moment. Time is the movement of your thoughts. There's no such thing as a universal clock. This scene in the movie Interstellar shows us how time dilation works. They landed on a planet where the gravitational pull was so strong that every hour they spent there was equivalent to 7 years on Earth. These are photons, this is light. The holographic matrix is inside a light. Your eyes absorb it, and the mind projects the world. If light could be a person, any clock you looked at would never move. Light does not experience time. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm trying to wake you up. Reality is an illusion. This shit is all a dream. Using the interpretation of quantum physics, all matter in the universe is made of atoms. These atoms are made of 99.9999999% empty space. So with that being a fact, you have to question why reality feels so solid. This is because of the basic law of electrostatics. It's this repulsive magnetic force that makes reality feel real and stops your body from collapsing in on itself. And the atoms are made of energy that behave as particles and waves, meaning that particle me is here now, but the wave version of me doesn't exist as a localized point in space and time. The particles and energy that make up my body exist everywhere in a state of infinite potential. The dust I was before humans and Earth existed, me right now and every other stage of my life, and the pure energy I'm going to turn back into.
Yo, I told you in my last video, how was it the one before that we have stardust inside us. All the dust that's in the star, we have them inside of us, bro.
Exists across the universe as possibility until I open my eyes and turn it into this observable situation, this moment. Let's get on some Matrix shit. This is video game coding. This is information. This is a bunch of shit you don't understand. That's reality, a bunch of energy, information, and potential. Shit we can't understand. We can still play the game because even though this is the game, this is what we see, understand, and operate in. You are the entire universe, but at the same time, the entire universe creates your mind. And it's your mind that you view the universe through. And because you're viewing it through your mind and not as it actually is, you're dreaming. This is an illusion, right? This is the true reality. Emptiness. Your mind creates space and time. Reality is energy, information, possibility, potential. It's not a solid physical thing. Everything, all of us are connected. Everything is one big giant consciousness, an infinite mind. I'm this eyeball, you're that eyeball. We're all just little pieces of it. But the entirety of it is you. You just don't know that. None of the words I'm using to talk to you right now actually mean anything. These are random vibrations that you're assigning concepts and labels to understand. What I'm trying to say is our existence is a trip, and your faith in God doesn't have to be rooted in mythology, and you don't have to have blind faith in some deity outside of you. Through understanding science and psychology, you can dismantle your entire perception of reality and see what's left there when you do that. You are pure consciousness. You are everything in the form of you. Once you do that, you can finally detach from life and detach from yourself. That's the recipe. Once you transcend, all of the power is yours. I'm going to show you how to use it.
All I gotta get you to see, if I could just get you to see that nigga, them mountains is tree stumps. If you can really see that, the veil is broken, bro. Because from that point, you see everything. You see everything.
Evidence of branches and leaves laying next to a huge stump. In fact, one of the leaves measured taller than the Empire State Building. I want to take you to the location now, and here we go. And the area that we are looking at is north central Madagascar, right in this area here. There are more than one example of what look like to me ancient tree stumps with quite possibly large branches and large leaves in some cases, laying next to some of these very huge structures. This is one that I showed you guys yesterday. Measure this thing and you can look at the side view even. On Google Earth here, we'll go side to side. There's the stump. 4,000 foot on this side over here. Go across. A little taller on this side at about 4,150 feet. It's over 8 miles wide. Look at the miles. 8.45 miles. We could set the entire city of Nashville and all of its suburbs right there quite comfortably. If you go to the left, which would be about the 10, 11 o'clock position, all over in this area, you'll find what look like leaves and branches all over the ground. Here's an example of one here. There's many, many, many examples. This one here we're going to measure real quick. And I'll show you just to kind of put things in perspective how long that thing is compared to something that's very tall. So we'll measure from top to bottom. And we'll go in feet, 1,596 feet. That one branch is taller than the Empire State Building we showed in a video earlier, right there. I think it's the same exact branch that's on the ground, taller than the Empire State Building. And there's others. There's many others. So if you look around, you'll also find many more examples of these leaves, like right here, big, huge branches.
And when you really get to looking at the mountain, you be like, oh shit, that should do like a tree that got cut down. And then you start scanning back, looking at the whole mountain range, you be like, oh, fuck, that's the tree they cut it right there.
That's what I heard. The mountains are trees.
That's disguised as mountains. Boy, that shit stand out clear as day when you know that's a tree you looking at. And then think about how tall the tree was. You're like, oh shit, hold on now. I'm looking for evidence about all this shit Rashad Jamal be talking about how we fell in frequency and this was our planet and we was giants and we was blue, red, and green and you did blah, 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 bleed. Look at this big ass tree. This was a tree right here. And it's gone. First off, why they cut it? What the fuck they cut it with? And what they do with the rest of the tree? That's where your mind gonna go. And then when you start looking at how spaced out they are from each other, and if they was that big, you can see the forest. Because see, if you look at it as a mountain, you'll see one mountain range right here. And then way in the backdrop, you'll see another mountain range. Well, let's look deeper. Imagine that mountain range you're looking at with a big ass tree. So if it was a big ass tree, once the branches gonna cover out far as fuck. A tall ass tree, them branches gonna go down into a whole other state, nigga. Right? So now that would make sense why the mountain ranges be so spaced out from each other. But if you think about how big the tree was, they really not that far from each other. You see what I'm saying? You gotta think about like, damn, okay, how tall was this tree? And that, even though that mountain range is 20 miles away, if this tree was that fucking tall and the branches went that far out, it wouldn't have been that far away from that mountain range that seems 20 miles away. Oh, so now I can see the forest. Now I can see the forest. This is the forest. Look at that mountain range. Look at that mountain range. Look how far that one is from that one. Look how far that one is from that one. Then you see, nigga, you go state to state. You go state to state, you're like, oh shit, I see it now. I see it. Now that you know why, now you can see why we told you. We said, hey, it was so many trees on your planet at one time, and the trees were so big that, nigga, literally, you could walk up a tree and walk from California to Canada. Now, I want you to think about that. The trees were so big that a squirrel or you...
You remember that show in the movie Avatar?
Because the trees were still bigger than us. We was big as fuck, though. But the trees were still bigger than us. You or a squirrel, nigga, could walk up that tree and walk just on the branches from California to Canada. And never hit the ground. So that means you can walk on the branches from California and be in Canada without ever having to come down that tree. That's how big these trees were. And you can see that clear as day if you could just understand that those are tree stumps, not mountains. It's easy to see.
Hey, y'all, check it. Look how deep the water goes. They're just showing you how deep they went. The water.
Hey, give the Almighty thanks. No choppy videos tonight, bro. Smooth.
Water is way
smooth. Deep. I'm gonna leave that settings alone. I can't wait for this score to get better, bro. What do you mean?
It's just as scary.
Bro, this dude don't know about the Mariana Trench. He's not even close to that depth right now.
And it's music. It's still going.
Bro, that's over a mile.
Stop. Oh my God. so far. It's more out there. That's crazy. No.
So I just got one thing to say. Get your shit together for the rest of 2024 and all of 2025. And I mean that shit. That's it. That's close.
Hey y'all, this video is gonna be all over the place, and if you ain't woke, please leave the room now. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get on down, because these questions are not for regular people. It's for woke folk.
Let me see. Yeah.
All right. Y'all should be gone. Okay, so woke people.
That's a sis.
Do y'all still struggle with feeling like you crazy sometimes? Like on a level of craziness where you just feel like some of the stuff that you think is insane. Like, do you feel like you suffer from psychosis, or like, cause sometimes I be feeling like I'm crazy for real, but like, what is crazy? Like, who labeled crazy? Or is that just a way to make you feel like you overthinking? Or are you right on the money and they want to make you feel like you fucking nuts? I mean, I know I'm kind of crazy a little bit, but like, do y'all feel the same way? Like, I be having some logical shit in my head, but some of it be outrageous. But it makes sense. Because, I don't know, y'all. Help me, please. Do y'all suffer from the same thing? Or how can I get off this level of thinking I'm crazy sometimes? Like, what do y'all do? Like, I mean, I know listening to... This is why I can't have relationships with people that are not woke. Because sometimes they'll make you feel like you're crazy as fuck. And you feel alone and isolated from the world. Because I'm alone most of the time. And I just don't get along with non-woke people. It's just fucking impossible. My spirit won't let me get cool, super cool. I can be cool and cordial with people, but like, my spirit won't let me get very intimate with people that aren't woke.
For real, I just can't, like, bro, I can't have regular conversations again, bro. This chit-chat thing, I can't really do the chit-chat. If you come on my phone, lucky enough, if you come on my phone, come up to get on my phone on my line, bro. You're going to learn some stuff. You're going to either leave smarter or dumber than you came.
What's your thoughts? Okay.
Let's listen to what the CIA agent have to say about tips on being a spy. I think you're going to want to listen.
What is the one spy trick you would teach everyone that they can use to improve their life instantly? Now, you already mentioned quite a few, but what else could jump to mind?
My go-to answer for this has not really changed much over the last few years. So the most important spy trick to change everything immediately is something called perception versus perspective. We all look at the world.
Hey y'all, this video is gonna be all over the place.
Let's listen to what the CIA agent have to say about tips on being a spy. I think you're gonna want to listen.
What is the one spy trick you would teach everyone that they can use to improve their life instantly? Now, you already mentioned quite a few, but what else could jump to mind?
My go-to answer for this has not really changed much over the last few years. So the most important spy trick to change everything immediately is something called perception versus perspective. We all look at the world through our own perception. My dad used to tell me, my stepdad used to tell me that perception is reality. And I was arguing this with him when I was 14 years old. I told you so, Dad, you're still wrong.
Yeah.
But perception is your interpretation of the world around you. But it's unique only to you. There's no advantage in your perception. That's why so many people find themselves arguing all the time, trying to convince other people of their own perception. The way that you win any argument, the way that you get ahead in your career, the way that you outsell or outrace anybody is when you move off of perception and move into perspective. Perspective is the act or the art of observing the world from outside of yourself. Whether that's outside of yourself as like an entity just observing in a third from a different point of view, or even more powerful, you sit in the shoes, you sit in the seat of the person opposite you, and you think to yourself, what is their life like? What do they feel right now? Are they comfortable? Are they uncomfortable? Are they afraid? Are they scared? What's the stressor that they woke up to this morning? What's the stressor that they're going to go to sleep with tonight? When you shift places and get out of your own perception and into someone else's perspective, now you're thinking like them, which is giving you an informational advantage. But you know what they're all doing? Everyone else out there is trapped in their own perception, not thinking about a different perspective. So immediately you have superior information, superior positioning, you have an advantage that they don't have. And if you do that to your boss, it's going to change your career. If you do that to your spouse, it's going to change your marriage. If you do that to your kids, it's going to change your family legacy. Because nobody
to all
else
my
out there is doing it.
007H's out there, leave a message in the comments, like or follow for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
Guys like Fauci get up there and start talking, he doesn't know anything really about anything, and I'd say that to his face. Nothing. The man thinks you can take a blood sample and stick it in an electron microscope, and if it's got a virus in there, you'll know it. He doesn't understand electron microscopy, and he doesn't understand medicine, and he should not be in a position like he's in. Most of those guys up there on the top are just total administrative people, and they don't know anything about what's going on. If Fauci wants to get on television...
That was Carrie Mullis, the guy who actually invented the PCR test, the same test that they use for COVID. But here's the part that they don't want you to know. Mullis said from the start that it shouldn't be used to diagnose infections. It finds tiny bits of DNA, but it doesn't actually mean you're sick. And who was the face of COVID? Fauci, the same guy that Mullis called a fraud many years ago. Mullis said Fauci was not a scientist, just a government puppet who pushes whatever agenda they want. And then months before COVID, Mullis dies just before his test gets to change the world. Coincidence? You decide.
I'ma find your ass. You watch.
Hey y'all, Myra here. So this video is long, but it is so worth it. I would recommend watching it all the way to the end. These deep sea fishermen recorded 2 unidentified creatures swimming really fast alongside their ship. Not only that, it gets weirder. As he's recording, he starts recording singing. Now, if we believe in the myths and the legends that have been there since the beginning, sailors have gone back hundreds of years stating that they would witness sirens. And the whole goal of a siren was to lure sailors to their death by drowning and eating them. And one way they did it was singing. It's creepy that they capture the singing out in the middle of the ocean. Tell me what you think. Could the legends be true? Like, post, comment, repost, let me know.
We got another one over here. What are those?
Mermaids, people, I tell you, there's no such thing as mythical creatures. Everything you see where them tell you, oh, fake monsters, unicorn, and all of them stuff, they're fake. It's not fake. It's not fake, bro. There's no such thing as science and then fiction. There's science, and then there's science.
On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's nuts.
1
The niggas you gotta get away from you is the niggas, I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, bitch, we never tried it, so neither do I. Let's give it a shot. You get them niggas away from you fast. All them niggas that take deep breaths every time you come up with an idea.
For the sake of my mental health, I need y'all to check in with me because I can't be the only one noticing this shit, right? Why is it that in America we have more fitness centers than anywhere in the world or any generation before us, but none of us are actually fit? We have more vitamin and supplement centers than anywhere else in the world or any generation before us, but none of us are actually healthy. They don't do that in other countries because in other countries, they get their nutrition from their food, which leads me to my next point. We pay more on a daily basis just to obtain regular food, and none of it has any healthy or nutritional properties at all. It's quite the contrary. It's actually poisoning us and making us sick, where we have access to the best medical advancements and technology ever to exist. We're still a nation chock full of obese, diabetic cancer patients. We have an abundant amount of mental health resources, but we're all suffering from anxiety, depression, or insomnia, potentially all of the above. We sleep more than we ever did. We're always tired. We drink more water than ever before. We're constantly dehydrated. We work harder than we ever have. We're always fucking poor. We have insane sleep regimens, but we're aging in fucking dog years. Like, I just can't fucking wrap my head around it. I seriously can't. Never before in the history of America or in any other country have they put such a large amount of money and attention into health and beauty and not been healthy, nor...
America is not a country, it's a corporation. It's one big giant workplace where everybody just go to their little so-called houses for a few hours to get ready to do the same thing again over and over and over again. And then you die.
Are beautiful. And why do you think that is?
That's just it, bro. America is a corporation.
This is the truth about being woke. Believe it or not, y'all, being woke isn't as complicated as it seems. Your mind is similar to a movie projector, and what you see is the program that's instilled in your mind. So once you change that program, your reality changes too. Now, most people have the same program, which is why it seems like they're on autopilot. So the key to waking up is reprogramming your mind to change your perspective. And when your perspective changes, your reality will too.
George, that very few scholars even want to talk about because they don't know what to say about it. It's a brief text. It's only about 2,000 lines. All right. And it is written as if an observer were present the day that the Creator created humankind, step by step. However, it's written in a language that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Is it like Genesis or totally different?
It's very different from Genesis. I think Genesis probably partially derived from this text, the Sefer Yetzirah, which is the book of creation. It literally translates to the book of creation. So it was as if someone were watching the Creator actually create the first person.
Doing what he did.
Doing what he did. But it is not written scientifically. The bottom line to what the text is saying is that through language, humankind was created. And that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Explain that.
If you take it literally. But as I began to follow the instructions as the author created them in this text, and this, George, this is the power of transcending the boundaries between science and spirituality. Because if a scientist only looked at the elements of life, you'd never make this discovery. If you only look at the spiritual text, you would never make this discovery. But it's by blending the two together and allowing them to tell the story. So we today, in modern science, we talk about life as the result of elements, and we describe elements through word and through number. So we have the periodic table, for example. Hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon makes up the DNA of our bodies. Those are the words. And for every one of those words, there are a lot of numbers that may be applied. There are 17 different numeric parameters that go with each of those. So put that aside. When you go back into the ancient text in the Sefer Yetzirah specifically, they did exactly the same thing. They talked about the power of the letters of very specific alphabets. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to modern scholars until we begin to understand that every ancient alphabet, bar none, that I have found so far, has always from day one with each letter had a mysterious number associated with the letters. We don't know where the numbers came from. They never change. It's a unique numeric code. The study of that code is called gematria, and it was actually formalized. The 32 laws of gematria were formed in the 2nd century. They were formalized in the 2nd century. And the only way gematria works is you cannot deviate from these laws. There are specific laws that apply to the numbers. So,
you remember, okay, so for those of you who don't know, gematria is another, okay, so you know how they say numbers don't lie, words do? That's gematria. That's where it's coming from. The elites, these so-called beings that's in charge of you people, responsible for your food, your water, everything, them. That's what they use. They don't use words, they use numbers. They're not even from this planet, bro. That's another thing y'all don't understand, but so we go along, we're going to start, you know, get deeper and deeper into some stuff. I'm going to let you in. Your job is to go do deep research and come back and prove me wrong. Then?
Our ancestors were also talking about life using words and numbers. So they had the letters of the alphabets and this mysterious number.
So every time they're going to sacrifice somebody, they use numbers. Certain date, certain time. You know? Numbers.
We're using the periodic table. We got a whole bunch of numbers. Right. My job was to find out which of those numbers equates to the numbers in the ancient alphabets. And if I could do that, my thinking was, it would be possible to look at human DNA, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen.
So basically what he's saying, each number has a letter that it's attached to in the alphabet, right? And you have to can do some math too. It takes a lot of math. You have to can do some math. You know what I mean? To really figure out the code of what the date and the time. Some of these numbers and dates and time even spell the person that died, or they sacrifice either them name or something pertaining to them.
Hydrogen, nitrogen, and different combinations of that, and substitute the ancient letters for the numbers based upon this correlation. This, in retrospect, it was simple, but not knowing that it took years. It took me 12 years.
And did you break it?
To find what we now know is that the atomic mass of the elements, the numbers of the atomic mass, are the numbers that equate to the mysterious letters in the ancient alphabets. What that means is when you look at human DNA, or the DNA of any life, it is made of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon, and using gematria, the numbers that equate to those become 1, 5, 6, and 3. 3 is with the carbon. And when you then take a table, one of the ancient tables, and you're able to correlate those numbers with the letters, what we find, George, is that the human DNA our genome is built in layers. And at the top layers, it's like every book has an introduction. The introduction in every cell of every form of life, carbon-based DNA, the introduction is the same. And the first translation literally reads, God eternal within the body. God eternal within the body. And God that is depicted in the DNA is actually spelled the way that the name of God was spelled in the ancient texts before it was removed 6,800 times. In the Torah, for example, the sacred name of God is believed to be so sacred it cannot be written in its entirety.
Why put it in a code?
You know, this was, so first as a scientist, what I have to say is this. People say, why is the code there? Yeah. And I say, I don't know. All I know is that when I followed the instructions in a 3,000-year-old text and I applied it to the periodic table, this is what we have. Next question, is it a coincidence? So
there are no coincidences.
I had a statistician run the numbers for me, and the odds of this happening by chance are 1 to 234,256. Yeah. 234,256 to 1 are the odds, or 0.00041%.
Right.
Those are the odds that it's just random. Just random. Now,
sorry, we never mean to be a distraction.
Those aren't astronomical odds. I thought it might be like 1 to a bajillion, you know. But when you take into account,
they're still high.
Not only is the language there, but when you take into account what the words say, that those words actually have meaning, God eternal within the body.
And they all say that.
The first letter in all human DNA, if you can look at what's called the genetic code, CTAG, every one of those is made up of combinations of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen. Right. And they are arranged, I don't want to be really technical when I talk about this, but they're arranged different numbers of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen atoms. So within each of the DNA bases that make our DNA as it is, there are different combinations of CTAG that break down to different combinations of God eternal within the body. And the God within ourselves, within our DNA, is literally the same spelling of the God that was taken from those texts. Now here's the beauty, I just have to say this. Right. My first fear was I found it in the Hebrew language, and I said, does that mean, could it actually be divisive if it only is found in one language? And when the research went to its fruition, what we found is it is in Hebrew and Aramaic and Sanskrit, 3 of the root languages.
The same thing.
Exactly the same thing. So in Hebrew, Aramaic, and Sanskrit, the code for those letters translates precisely the same in the human DNA.
I'm so much happier away from my wife.
Cool. Keep talking bad about your wife.
You're just mad because I'm married and you're not.
I don't care.
But you're supposed to get unhappily married and have kids.
No, I have no interest in that. I don't.
You heard about that new Kendrick Lamar concert. Did you want to go to it?
I don't want to go.
What do you want to do?
I want to talk about things.
Like what?
I want to talk about my dreams. I want to talk about your dreams. Do you have dreams?
I just want to make 50K.
So I can't talk to you about my dreams.
What?
You're never going to understand my dreams.
What do you mean?
You're never going to understand my vision because you don't have one.
My vision is a family, a kids, a home, and a 50K
That is
job.
the vision everybody has.
It's a good life.
That is the vision you've been told to have. That is the vision you've been seeing in movies and cartoons, and you think you're supposed to live that way. If that's how you actually want to do it, then okay. But you just told me you hate your wife, so I don't think that's your actual vision. Have you ever thought about what you want to do for yourself?
I do what I want for myself every day after work. I'm on the game. I eat Doritos.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Conforming every day?
Yeah.
The same stupid conversation with
Yeah.
the same stupid people with bad attitudes that hate their life and are mean to you because they hate their life for no reason. And nobody wants to be genuine because they're scared of
Bro, calm down. You're having a beginning life crisis.
Yo, it's
I know,
facts though.
Everything's okay.
But that shit is
It
facts.
just feels like I can't talk
It's
to nobody
facts.
about real stuff going on around
What?
me. I can't talk to nobody because I know things that they don't know.
Bro, you think you know things I don't
That's
know?
the
The housing
thing.
market is crazy and
That's
expensive.
the
They're
thing.
very expensive, right?
Absolutely, but there's nothing we can do about it, so we just have to accept
That's
it.
what I'm talking about. The limited thinking. So I tell you that I want to be a billionaire.
That's impossible!
And this is why I can't talk
from far away.
I'm going to play a recording.
Don't tell
of
people your plans, bro.
chanting, that is embarrassing.
Just disappear and go do your
After the
thing.
fourth time, write down what you hear. Interesting. Almost everyone here heard that is embarrassing. Listen again and watch the screen. You heard the same thing every single time. Our eyes and ears take in electrical signals which our brains interpret based on our expectations. We don't see reality. We see our reality.
Pay attention.
True.
Listen to what he about to say.
No, it's facts though. We don't listen. Everybody have them own thing in them own head, their own idea of right and wrong. This is why people do some stuff where people agree with and some people won't agree with. You know what I mean? And then the person who do the thing, they want everybody to agree with them because they see that as reality. But everybody have their own reality. And that's why we always have disagreements and stuff like that. And it's so hard to get along with people because everybody think they're fucking right. And they're perfect.
Why's that? They're gonna try to come back to Mexico.
Getting ready for a collapse.
A collapse.
On the dollar. So they thinking that a lot of people's gonna start
Trying to go back?
Yeah, so now
This coming from the wall.
everybody back.
Coming from Mexico. So basically what he just told us was that they're paying them so Americans can't leave when it collapsed. That's very interesting. The dollar is collapsing.
Get the fuck.
That was
It's
one of those
time to
things that
get
make you
out
scratch your
of
hand, make you
America,
say,
bro. I'm telling you. It's time.
Because the wall is used for
Get
two
out
things.
of the, yo, bro, fam. Listen, big one thing, bro. It's time to get out of these cities. It's time to get out of these cities, these big cities, New York, LA, you see me I say, and Miami is, it's a big city, but it's south, where you should be heading south. You need to continue heading south. South, till you end up south, far south, bro. Across the waters. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro, something big is going to happen. Right now, I don't even think nobody's even running America. America again, like Biden. I don't understand Elon Musk's position. How Elon Musk get in the White House. I mean, I know how he got in there, but how the hell did he get in there and actually tell the president what to do? You know why? Because Elon Musk run America, bro, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump never left, bro. That's why you never see Biden never do shit. All him do all kind of bullshit, distraction shit. Let in the immigrant them, buy the how much load, feed them, give them hotels, all of that. And then when then so-called Trump win back, Trump now I gonna create them up and you know it's all a fucking game, bro. It's all a game. It's all a game. There's no two sides to the coin, bro. Only one. Oh, my bad.
It's your computer, it's your phone, yo, anything, refrigerator, everything, every piece of technology.
My bad, let's go back
Those
to
are
that video.
Pay attention.
You can quit building the wall.
Listen to what he about to say.
You need to hear this.
Did you hear about that? You know why?
People, listen to this, because it fly over a lot on the head, bro. He's saying that they're building the wall not to keep out the Mexicans, but to keep the Americans in. When the dollar crash. When the dollar crashes. As we know right now, the dollar not really worth nothing much. You know what I mean? Eggs, 12 of them is $10. Unless you get lucky and you find some other kind of egg for like $6 or $7. And you wonder, what kind of egg? Why them I want so cheap? Why these eggs so cheap? Way cheaper. Yeah, bro. Listen, it's done. There's no such thing as the American dream. That shit gone through, bro. The wealth mainly just stayed in just one set of people pocket. Families. You know, the wealth stayed in one set, in only one. You know, how much other people, you're like, come on, bro. And even if you're getting close to there, even if you get nowhere close to their money that they lied and tell you that they have way more money than that, bro. Trump them have way more money than that. Everybody have way more money than that. Explain to me this. How is it that rich people pay less tax than poor people? So we only tax poor people dollar, are we not tax rich people dollar all the way, bro? I tell you, it's time to get the fuck up out of America, bro.
Why's that?
They're gonna try to come back to Mexico.
Getting ready for a collapse.
A collapse?
In the dollar. So they thinking that a lot of people's gonna start
trying to go back?
Yeah, so now
This coming from the wall.
hold everybody back.
Coming from Mexico.
That ain't no joke, bro.
So basically what he just told us was that they're paying them so Americans can't leave when it collapsed.
Yo, think about it. If the fence or the first wall of them built was supposed to keep out the immigrants, why Biden open it and tear down somebody, let them in? I saw a video with immigration officers holding the thing so they can come through, brace it so people can pass through and help them to come through when Biden didn't have power. Now look, why? That fence isn't supposed to keep nobody out, bro. It's supposed to keep you in. Right now in our neighborhood, I realize everywhere you go now, the fence, the wall in a certain neighborhood, especially black neighborhoods. All of a sudden, they start putting walls behind the yard. I know.
That's very interesting.
My yard is like
the
that.
dollar is collapsing. That was one of those things that make you scratch your head and make you say, Because the wall is used for two things. For keeping people out and keeping people in. Let me know what y'all think about the entertainment wall in the comments. Leave a like, follow me for more wisdom, and stay tuned.
Every piece of technology is telling your fucking business. Y'all thought them kids was telling y'all business now. It's your computer, it's your phone, anything, refrigerator, the TV, everything. Every piece of technology. Those are transmitters, honey, because everything is like frequency, everything is a wave. They don't understand that shit. So when we speak, it's literally being transmitted through technology, the technology that we use. I was making a video last night, and I kid you not, it literally would not upload. I kept trying to upload it. It would not upload. It kept disappearing, and I did it like 3 times. Then I got a download. You need to not turn off, but unplug your TV. Cut off the light, because that's like electricity. That's them too. That's just like physical energy, that we can see. Turn off the light. Go in the closet. And then record the video. And the video went through. Also, when we're in nature holds a frequency that is way too big. It's way too strong. It doesn't fit through these transmitters. And that's why your manifestations seem to literally come to reality fast as fuck. It's because of the frequency, when you sit out here, because of the frequency nature holds. We are supposed to unplug from their source, literally, physically, unplug from their source. And
take your shoes off. When you go outside, take your shoes off. That's one of the reasons Jamaica has so much smart. It's still one of the main reasons why Jamaica has so much smart people. You're supposed to ground with the earth. Take your shoes off. You see what they call the thing where they put in your shoes bottom? To block your energy and block you from your energy from flowing through the earth into the bottom of your feet. What them call that? Where you put the padding in your shoes. Now wait. What them call that?
Plug spiritually into our source, which is nature. Our source is nature. This is where we're supposed to be. That is why they're trying to put technology literally any and everywhere. Any and everywhere. So there are transmitters everywhere. And we can hear what y'all saying everywhere. And we can hear y'all playing. We are not even supposed to be talking. Have y'all ever wondered that we are the only creatures that talk? We're the only creatures that literally talk. We're not supposed to, because we telling them our business. We telling them our next move. See, even now you might be saying, well, you're out in nature and you got your phone. That's because his frequency is way too fucking big for this transmitter. It won't go. It just won't happen. This is also why when you manifest out in nature, it happens faster. That is also why when you manifest using a pencil or a paper, it happens faster, because your power, your frequency, added to the frequency of nature is really fucking big and powerful. Really, really big. And they can't fuck with it. They can't touch it. It's too big for them. So get your ass out the house, get in nature, ground, manifest, and be a fucking creator.
Wokeness is a disease of the mind and a constipation of the intellect. Now, let me tell y'all about the Washington football team, who used to be known as the Washington Redskins. Now, the Redskins, along with many other NFL teams, felt the need to go woke. They were forced, bullied, coerced into wokeness after this guy took a knee, and then everybody else is like, okay, we're all going to take a knee because, though we're paid millions of dollars.
Bro, for real. I think we need to stop vaping. Everybody needs to stop vaping. I think everybody needs to stop vaping. Honestly speaking, since the world's so backwards, I think vapes are even worse than cigarettes. And they tell you that cigarettes are way, 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 way worse. Worse. I think everybody should stop vaping. This whole thing, it's growing too fast. It's taking the whole world by storm, bro. Even Jamaica, I see a lot of people in Jamaica vape now. I feel like I started that shit, bro, because before people even know what vape did, they pop vape for how long now before vape get popular. There was only like, let's say, let me rephrase that. Disposable vapes. They had other vapes long before white man vape when them big business there where them puff and them blow out is so much smoke and shit like that. Okay, so these, before these got popular, bro, there was only 3 brands when I started. And now, you probably have like maybe over close to 100 different brand of vapes. So before, if you have to vape before you start, Google or ask ChatGPT what are the safest vapes for you to intake, because a lot of them fuck up with lungs, bro. Fuck up with insides. You know what I mean? And if you smoke weed, careful of some of that grabber business that a lot of that shit is not real tobacco, especially the crush. Remember, like crush up, or you gonna know what for tobacco or not. You don't even smell right. Like they can't even literally put the tobacco scent inside of it, bro. Yo, listen, they have to be careful where you are, bro. They're not on our sides. They might try to kill as much of it as fast as possible.
Just to tackle each other and throw a football
COVID
around.
never really worked that well.
So that happens, and one of the teams that is a victim to this woke mind virus is the Washington Redskins. And so what do they decide to do? In all of the hoopla, they decide to change not only their name, but also their mascot, as you can see here, a Native American fella, and they eradicate the entire thing. Now, the thing that really got me is how they never checked in with the family of the man who is represented in this image. As a matter of fact, a little bit down the road, you find the very family of this man coming out in protest against the Washington football team for changing the damn mascot and taking away the representation that they saw as an honor, as a family, and as a people. This, folks, is the selective outrage of this woke insanity. They will be offended on your behalf. They will take measures that you did not ask for, and once those things happen, oops. Bring the Redskins back. Bring the Redskins. Not just for my sake, but for the damn family's sake, if anybody.
Your house is a prison. Y'all ever wonder why every house is shaped like a square? Because the masterminds of the architecture of this matrix designed it to be like that. Let me break it down for y'all. Y'all ever watch a movie and when they had like a very powerful person, they put him in something like this, like a box? They put him in something like this because a square is the #1 sacred geometry shape that can constrict your energy all the way. This is why back then, like during slavery time, them boys used to like always have the windows open. They used to have the front door and the back door open because they understood this, being the gods that we were before. Why you think we always created pyramid structures? Because in this type of structure, your energy can't be trapped in it. It goes up. It has a release point. But when you live in something like this, especially when you on a low vibration, and y'all arguing, you sad, you having the depression, you crying in your house all the time. All of that energy is being trapped inside the box, just like this. So you got all these thoughts coming all over the place. You don't sage the house, you don't open the window, you don't open the front door, let it air out. You don't go to nature, you don't go ground, you don't go outside. You gotta realize the people who create architecture, they understand sacred geometry. And this is something they did not teach us in school. Sacred geometry is basically the study of shapes in the universe and how everything equal up to 1.618. I think that's it, but it's the Fibonacci sequence. So it's a reason behind everything. It's a reason why they make everything squares, because they want you depressed up in that house all day. They want you stressing, and they want you to be stuck in a negative energy wormhole. So y'all start opening y'all windows, start opening y'all back doors, let the air out. Start seeing y'all house, start going to nature, bro. Y'all need to get y'allself back together type shit. Love y'all, boy.
Look at Katie pulling up. This is not normal. No, this is not normal.
Katie showed her fellow judges and all of America that she's able to puff out her neck like a frog.
While you appear younger than you look, spiritual meaning. Have you ever received a compliment from someone saying you look younger than your age? Or you look young?
Every day. Every day, bro. Every friggin' day, bro. Some days I look like I'm aging backwards, and when my energy is really low and I'm kind of on a low vibe, and I'm on a low vibe and I'm stressed out, I look way older than I should. In my face, bro. You know, so let's go. But I get that compliment every day, bro. I don't look nothing close to my age. Nobody has ever really guessed my age and got it right.
Them being nice and generous and all that baby shit.
Empaths don't age that fast.
There's a spiritual meaning behind it, nigga. Seriously though, we finna dive in why you appear younger.
Chosen people, we're chosen, real chosen people, like myself, we don't age that fast, bro. We don't. I've seen a lot of men my age, and I look at them like, damn, what the? You know, but then I have to worry about myself. 1 out of every 5 is human. 1 out of every 5 people, a human being. Let's go.
Then your age. Number 1, you're an old soul. Old souls tends to carry teachings that last a lifetime. These old souls carry teachings that
chosen people,
for a lifetime,
empaths.
lifetime, because you gotta
There you
understand,
go.
old souls have been here before. So if you're an old soul, you will realize that you will appear younger than you actually are. Because
There you go. I just said it. I just said it, bro.
because the wisdom that you have inside of you may be old, but you keep being renewed each and every day. You are being renewed each and every day.
No, I just said that. Some days it look like I'm aging backwards, and another time when I'm not feeling myself, bro, and I'm depressed, frustrated, stressed out, which you cannot allow yourself to ever get into that vibration. That's why people always look and say, oh, you look so stressed out, or you look stressed out in your face, you look stressed out in your... Because it literally show your energy, your low vibration energy show as that on your face. When you're happy and you're jolly and you know and your vibration high, boys, you glow. You glow, bro. Welcome to college, man.
How many people said I'm an old soul and I'm young as hell? Number 2, you might have a connection with natural and mystical energy. People that look young often got a special intuition inside them. Number 3, chosen ones have a certain type of energy that radiates to whomever they come around. So whether you're old watching this video or whatever the case may be, you will appear young to those around you because your spirit is not old, bro. Your spirit is light, bro. Your spirit is of God, bro.
I'm telling you.
You feel me? This light is not dimmable. I keep telling y'all this light is not dimmable. So you will appear young, your aura will appear young, and your spirit will appear young because of who you are.
Exactly.
At the end of
like I'm one of the most childish person you can ever find because I'm always happy, bro. And that's one of the reasons why I kind of start stay by myself now because I try to protect my energy. I don't even keep friends and company and family and all those things no more, bro. I lost my mom 2 years ago, just 2 years. The 23rd, the 20th of last month was 2 years since my mom passed away. You know what I mean? And she went to another dimension. That's how it works, bro. When you're chosen and you're empath, this is what I call for. When chosen people are directly from God, you are chosen to come here. You were supposed to be here right now at this time. This time we're living in right now. This was meant for you if you're here, bro. And you know, 1 out of the 144,000 of us, you sign up to come here to raise the vibration of humans. You see what I'm saying? Lead them closer to the Almighty, to the Creator, and mainly get them to stimulate their pineal gland. Get them to stimulate their pineal gland. I can't wake up nobody, right? Christ have to do that himself. You understand? So you sign up to wherever you go through down here road, the hardship, you go walk the road, the road that Christ walk, or you go through a lot of pain, you go through some suffering, you go through some hardship, You go through some heartbreak. You know, you're going to go through everything that he went through and experienced while he was here. You know, he was the first one here, and then we came back, all of us came back as him. You know what I mean? And reincarnation is real. And when I said that my mom isn't dead, she just went to another dimension where I am still there, everybody is still there, everything look the same. You know what I mean? This is why they say you keep dying over and over again. Eternal life. That is what you call eternal life when your Christ consciousness is like this, and you're chosen and you're enlightened and you're close to Christ and you can communicate directly with Christ, you know, because there is a God. Beware of who you hear say God, 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 God. There are many gods, but you're not supposed to worship none of them. A lot of you people, I want to tell you something what you've been doing, and I'm always say this in my streams. They tricked you into worshiping Lucifer for years now, years. Listen to the God of the Bible and tell me if that sounds like somebody that you would want to worship. Killing our babies, all these things, and wiping out. Sodom and Gomorrah was not what them tell you it was, bro. Sodom and Gomorrah was basically a group of people. Like America is Sodom and Gomorrah. Where it's history and repeat itself. All of this nonsense is because their time is up. Lucifer reign, Lucifer time is up. The reptilian, the draconian, the archons, them, all of them, the time is up. You know, can you say it's up? You know? This is why all of this madness is because of us. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah, back to what I was saying, was a city of people that got smarter and started asking questions. And I said, hold on, man. Just like what's happening right now, and they were destroyed. They don't like to be asked questions, and they tell you don't question God. What do you mean don't question God? Then how we going to have a conversation if I can't ask him no question? Which God you talk about? People, listen. Them fear me like poison. I'll be honest with you. I've been telling people a long time now, fam. These movies are real. The life you're living is fake. It's a simulation. They're actually showing you in these movies what they're doing. They have to tell you what they're doing or what they're going to do before they do it, because it's mandatory by galactic obligations, universal obligations, should say. You know what I mean? Everybody still have to follow rules. You understand? No matter in everything, there's going to be somebody who you answer to. That's at the top. So this is why Christ gave us free will to choose if we want to ride the way or we want to ride the next way. Red pill, blue pill, you know what I mean? Anyway, we don't have to talk too long on that. We'll go reason one at a time though.
They dog, no matter what age you in, when you chosen, you gonna forever have that glow, bitch. Like, comment.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. And I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12.
Yo, do you know who that is? That's John Lennon, an artist. He predicted his own death, and he died. It said exactly he was going to die, and that's exactly how the man died. Exactly, bro.
Way down the line, but I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time, but now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, you know. If anybody can put on paper what our government and the American government, etc., and the Russian, Chinese, what they are actually trying to do, you know, and what they think they're doing. I'd be very pleased to know what they think they're doing. I think they're all insane, you know, but I'm liable to be put away as insane for expressing that. You know, that's what's insane about it.
Religion is the worship of Satan, not God.
Yo, if trust me, like you see what's happening, you see the synchronicity. I just told you that shit. These videos I've never seen. We are seeing these videos for the first time. You know, they're playing live and I'm streaming through them live. You know what I mean? The whole thing live. I'm able to pause it, yes, but I'm not, and I can go back and watch it, but I cannot watch it before you see it. I just told you that. You've been tricked into worshiping Lucifer. This whole thing about pastor and church and all of that bull crap. It's crap. We are the real prophets, bro. Touch not. You feel me? God don't play when it come to me. No bragging and boasting. I see people disrespect me. I ended up dead in one of my words with you, bro. I see bad things happen to people who talk bad things about me. Try to bring me down. Disrespect me. Take from me. Treat me like shit. Talk to me like shit. And then karma come quick. Telling you, bro. Touch not. Feel me?
Religion is the worship.
This dude he's a brother, just like me. And this is what we do. This is what we were sent here to do. It don't matter what else we choose to do or what have to do or tell ourselves we're going to do. We have to fulfill. We signed up to come here to do this, bro. And we've been coming here and coming here and coming here over and over again. You know what I mean? When you die, this avatar in this dimension, in this universe, because you know it's a multiverse, you put it in the ground and it's decay out and it rotten up, bro. But in reality, you go to another dimension just before. Every time you think you die here, you go to another dimension. And when you die there, you go to another, it keeps going. It's like multiple different screens of the same thing. You know? Just like this, you have one main screen, and from that, so a lot of you, if you're a human being, bro, an empath, you die a whole heap of time ago. That's why you keep having deja vu. And you dream certain stuff. Because a lot of your dreams are from your past life, bro. And if you dream something in your future, you dream in your future life and it happens. There's no, in reality, there's no past or future, there's no. You're always living in the now. You're always going to be in the now. Not the past or not the future. There's no, you're always going to be in the now. Even the future becomes the now. The next hour, the next day becomes your now. It's going to become your now. You don't know what the future holds.
Not just Christianity, all religion. That's why it divides people. It separates people. It takes your energy. It takes your money. It gives you false hopes. It gives you hope. Hope ain't real in the universe. Ain't no such thing as no motherfucking hope. Ain't no such thing as trying. Either it is or it isn't.
Not. You always go live in the now.
If anybody tell you I'm working on some shit, it's a jinn in there. If anybody spellcast and say I'm trying, it's a jinn on them. It's an archon within that avatar. We are gods. We don't try to do shit. We do or we don't. Ain't no such thing as hope. Either it is or it isn't. Hope is what got generations of us fucked up spiritually, hoping on some shit. When has hope ever worked in your life? In your real life, nigga? Did you hope to pay your bills, nigga? No, nigga. You went and paid your bills. Do you hope to raise your kids? No. You raise your kids. Or you don't raise your kids. You don't need no book to tell you that.
No book. No books.
So, this is how they do, because they are the seeds of Satan. Satan was the father of tricknology, for it is the weapon that he gave his creation. Never underestimate the power of a lie. You crazy? That's the worst weapon for a motherfucker to lie to you. I'd rather be around a murderer, a thief, than a liar. Because with a murderer, I know how he coming. He a killer, I know he gonna kill something. He a drug dealer, I know he gonna sell some drugs. He's religious, I know he's gonna worship God. He's a thief, he gonna steal some shit. But with a liar, you will never know how they coming. Never know how they coming, when they coming, where they coming, or even why they are coming. Our oppressors, these human beings, are master manipulators. Remember, family, how did they take this planet from you? They didn't come take it like no gorilla.
Did you know they framed Buddy and locked him up and don't want to release him? Lock him up and don't want to release him.
Nigga, they didn't hop off the ship like no gangsters to say, we want this bitch, now let's war. No, they didn't. They came like the cowards they always been, nigga. They came deceptively. See what I'm saying? Hi, y'all, we come in peace. Can y'all teach us? We love y'all. We worship y'all. Wow, we've never seen. Can we learn from you? Nigga, they sat down with us. They sat down. A section of them that we allowed to sit down with us and let them scribe. We never had scribes. We didn't scribe shit. We inscribe, nigga. We ain't got to scribe shit. We are Alpha and Omega. We didn't even talk using words. We used telepathy. We wasn't writing no motherfucking books. When I'm sitting here talking to y'all, do you see me with a book, nigga? Do you see me with...
I told you, I said it earlier. We don't need no books, bro. We get downloads. Is channeling right now. You understand? Just like when I start channeling to you, I'm start to get deep and then I have to catch myself. I remember, hey, you're streaming videos. You know what I mean? Else, we're going to talk.
With a paper nigga at the podium, nigga, like your favorite pastor and Dr. Umar and these lying motherfuckers. Motherfucker got a whole book. Nigga, even in religion, nigga got a whole, you read from a book. Yeah, let the congregation, Deacon Jones, can you pass the collection plate around one time for me, brother, please? Thank you.
Church
No. Fuck that. This how they bitch ass be, nigga.
Exactly.
Nah, they want to mute some shit. I told them I was gonna talk.
All of them pastors. You see how the Almighty I reveal all of them to you. I expose all of them. I just show you and bro. Let's say Putin revealed that Christ was black. Remember, you know? Christ looks just like me. And it wasn't news. It wasn't news at all, bro. The powers to be made sure it wasn't news to show you how them have frequency that you can't see. Same thing how they send a text message to your phone, they can't send a message to your brain. You know that.
My shit. Facts.
Your brain use frequency too as well.
Alright, cool. That's what's up. You feel me? Y'all wanna mute some shit, bitch? Y'all shouldn't have fucked with me, nigga. I'm now.
What you fixing to witness now is the man who came by to get King to take him to dinner. And 30 years later at a press conference, he flipped because God do baffle your mind sometimes.
We walked on the balcony, and he was talking to people in the courtyard. He stood here and I stood there. Only as I moved away so we could have a clear shot, the shot rang out. Thank you. I turned around and then I stood back on the balcony.
What they don't tell you about homosexuality. Despite what you've been told and what you may have heard, homosexuality has a divine purpose on earth. Homosexuality is actually common all throughout nature. It is very natural. It is a homophobia in humanity that's not natural. In indigenous times, these beings were revered, looked at as gods and goddesses, because they were understood to have brought a divine message to a community. These beings aren't to be outcasted. These beings are to be worshipped. These beings came here to help us. The homosexual spirit.
Alright, that's where we are going to end it. And I'll tell you again, you have to be careful as well where you get your information from as well. You hear me? There's the Alpha and the Omega. You know what I mean? And you have to follow certain rules. There's a reason why there's a male and a female in every single thing. And let me show you. I'm going to plug up my headphone. No, I don't have to even plug up my headphone. Be careful where you're getting your information from. This is why the first thing when you become enlightened and awakened, the very, very, very next thing you ask for, you pray and you fast and you have to show it Almighty. So you're deserving of it. It's called discernment. Deserving of the discernment. It comes from decisions, come from discernment. Anything that this comes from the word discernment. Yeah, decipher, all of that. You have to learn how to decipher and discern. Everything needs a male and a female to create. Everything needs a male and a female to create. So that you have two males still. I mean, two female. Oh wow, you see that? Two female, one male. You know what I mean? Who said it's supposed to have one woman, one wife? Society tell you that, don't it? And you live miserable and unhappy and stuck with this one destructive person. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, we're going to wrap it up. Remember, everything needs a male and a female to produce. So because of this would produce sound. Because I would plug this into my female and then I would plug my headphone into the female. This need a male, a female to make this work. You understand? So tune in. These are the videos. This is where you should be. This is where you want to be. If you're trying to be awake and you're trying to learn, understand the world that you're living in is not a physical but a spiritual place, and it's the world is just an idea, bro. Everybody living in their own world. It's spiritual, fam. Everything is spiritual, right? When you get sick, it's spiritual. When bad things happen to you, it's spiritual. When good things happen to you, it's spiritual. When you get better, it's spiritual. When you live and when you die, it's spiritual. Your food have spirits on it. That's why I make you sick. The water. The music you listen to is so toxic because they have spirits on it. So you do what it asks you to do. A lot of times. You know, it puts you in a mood. Like if you sit down and you listen to Beer Sad song, the first 4 sad songs you listen to or the third one, your mood going to start change. You understand? Let me take this dude off the screen. Your mood is going to start changing. You feel me? So you have to understand these things. Like I said, this is the way you need to be. You need real knowledge. You need real understanding. You know. Welcome to a different one, man. The one of them called we're the one that's set apart. Welcome over here, so I tell you earlier, them free me. Because I stop them from when I become awake and I start see everything I start. It's like I could have feel the old me dying, bro. The old me was just dying, and everybody, my old past people who I knew, grew up with, a lot of them just start fade away from me, bro. Yeah. A lot of things I'm used to interested in, I like do, I love to do. I'm not even interested to go out no more, bro. You know, I never said me stop, but I haven't been out really and truly, to be honest, in probably over a year now. I done a party. Come like nothing to me, bro. I sit down and I sit down. Look at my Saturday nights, man. Look at my Saturday nights. Look at my Friday nights, you know what I mean? But let me tell you something, bro. A lot of times there's nothing outside but death and destruction. So sometimes it's safer you stay home. If you smoke, you stay home and you smoke your weed and you have a drink. A drink. Not one bottle of drink. A drink. You understand? Because we all know why them call it spirit. Because you allow spirit to take you over. Because you drink too much of it. You lower your vibration too low. You leave yourself open. Your aura and your protection are only open. This is why after you get drunk the next morning, you don't remember shit. It wasn't you doing all that crazy things, bro. So, this is where I'm going to leave you guys tonight. Welcome to the only Caribbean reaction video channel where you actually learn. You're not just watching all those other reaction channels with these people. I don't want to call them dumb or anything because that's not my style. But a lot of them have no idea what they're doing. They're showing you these videos, they do it because the money, the YouTube clicks on the money. This is a brand new channel with less than probably 10 subscribers right now as I'm speaking, roughly. You know what I mean? I'm not here for the money, bro. This is a message, this is a video that's going to stay out there. You're going to stay on the net unless YouTube take it down because they have too much information. Just like how they do to my original Instagram page. Machiavelli Starboy page. That's why people are, yo, why you not on Instagram no more and all that? Yo, I just have my business page, bro. I just leave over this and, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the people, a lot of y'all hypocrites anyways, bro. And most of you don't like me. But it's not really you, and I understand that you're monitoring spirits. That's why you won't support anything. You don't understand that the devil have you using. I see the devil in a lot of you guys. So this is why I stay to myself. And don't get me wrong. The devil can infiltrate all your mother, the people who love you, and then do some things to you, your father, your girlfriend, your wife, your brother, and they do some things, and they don't understand why they do these things because the devil, they need to seek repentance and fast and pray and cleanse. They need cleansing. You understand? Spirit and your mind and your heart and your soul dirty. That's why the devil can have you and use you all the time. You feel what I'm saying? So, thanks for watching. If you make it to the end of this video, bro. I'm here easily an hour and a half, bro. Nobody else do it like me. You know what I mean? With that being said, because you have too much information, just like how they do to